So I want you all to think of a time when you felt small, you felt disempowered. Someone's done something to you that might have, you felt was wrong, and you felt angry and disempowered. Now, what happens when this happens, when someone does something, or when something happens that triggers you and brings you into the thinking? If you start going into thinking and thinking all these stories about whatever it is, then what you're empowering there is the mind. You're empowering the thinking mind. You're empowering the stories in the mind. You might be empowering a victim story in the head. So you have a choice when you notice that you're being pulled into this thinking in the mind, when something's triggered you and you've been pulled into the thinking in the mind, you have a choice. What are you going to empower? Are you going to empower that thinking? Are you going to give fuel to that thinking and empower that thinking? Or you can come into the body, into the feeling, because it's the feelings in the body which fuel the thinking. So when you withdraw attention away from the thinking and you come into, where am I feeling this feeling in the body? And you stay with it, you stay with it. You don't think about the situation, you don't think about the emotions, you just feel them. You feel your body, you stay with the charge in your body. Now, what this does is all of these emotions, all the emotions we have in the body, they have a certain power, a certain life force energy within them. So if you meet the energy of fear in the body, when it's contracted down like this and creating thinking, you're disempowered by the fear. But when you feel the fear, directly feel the energy of the fear, that contracted density of energy, it starts to open up. It starts to open up. And that is your life force energy opening up within your nervous system. That is your life force energy opening up within your body. Every emotion, every difficult, painful emotion has a divine quality, Fear has a divine quality. When it opens up, when you meet it and it opens up, has a divine quality of this absolute aliveness and sensitivity. Now, one of the most empowering emotions, which can also be one of the most disempowering emotions, is anger and rage. Most of us have anger inside, especially if we've been very people-pleasing. If we had strict parents, we can have a lot of anger inside of us. We can carry a lot of anger inside. And this isn't a bad thing. There's no mistakes. There's no mistakes in this life. We're not a victim to life. Nobody is a victim to life. There's no mistakes. Our life is created perfectly for our own unfoldment. Our life is created perfectly for our own awakening. And we have the choice whether we use the emotions, whether we use the challenging situations to awaken or not, to empower us or to disempower us. So anger that you may have had since childhood, that you may have repressed for many, many years, has within it an incredible potential. It holds within it an incredible power. So when somebody affronts you, when somebody makes you angry or something makes you angry, it might well be appropriate to express. I'm not someone who says don't express the anger. It's okay to tell someone to fuck off if you want to. It's okay to express anger sometimes. But what's even more important than that is to feel the pure energy of it, to feel the pure aliveness of the energy in your body. So right now, all of us, let's feel into the body. There may or may not be anger there, but anyway, feel into the body. It's usually the belly, the throat, the heart. You feel it. You breathe into it and you allow that anger, which wants to close you down into this victim, this angry, bitter victim. You allow that reaction, instead of closing you down, when you feel it, you breathe into it, you open to it, you allow it to expand you. You allow it to make you big. You allow it to grow your consciousness, Because what's happening on the planet now, so many people are waking up. So many people are in this awakening process. And what we need on this planet right now, with so much dysfunction, with so many horrible, unconscious things happening all the time on the planet, we don't need spiritual people just sitting in a cave, meditating, being at peace. We need spiritual people to be at peace, but we need spiritual people to be at peace and empowered, to be at peace and fearless, so that we can shine our gifts into the world, so that we can shine healing into the world. And one of the greatest doorways into our own empowerment, one of the greatest doorways into our ability to share our gifts, into our ability to share our light, into our ability to positively affect the world. One of the greatest doorways into that is the doorway of anger, of meeting our anger directly. Because when you meet that anger directly, you meet the pure energy of it. It opens something up within your consciousness, a fearless presence, a sharpness. And we need that. We need that to wake up on this planet.